Privet, this is Sebastian and I present to you Dragon Age Origins. We are at the camp and I wanted to talk to everyone because they may have something else to say if I'm here. But first, I will talk to these two guys.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Have you been following us?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Ostagar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I'd like to I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Let's get something enchanted. I'm thinking of Alistair's shield, in fact. Oathkeeper, is that a weapon I'm carrying around? Yes, it is. Good one. Oh, I can't enchant the... Hi.
Enchantment?
Yes, I want some enchanting.
Enchantment!
Okay, I have a cold iron room which will grant me damage versus undead. That's convenient. Slow rune, fire damage, electricity. I'll go with that one actually, because we will meet some undead in the near future, so that's good. That is really good. Now we have completed the quest that wanted us to get something enchanted. The Blackstone Irregulars are something we can't take care of at the moment. We will. By the way, we can never go back to Lothering. Lothering is the one place, and I should have said it before, Lothering is the one place you can never return to once you leave it. All others are alright. So this quest, this here, that Pathicridge guy, if you don't talk to him in Lothering, he was the one in the Chantry. If you don't talk to him in Lothering, you can't talk to him ever again. And I will then go to a few of these other locations. No, I always keep hitting L when I want to do. That thing wants me to go to Ban Lawrence lands, and that wants me to go to Salcos Pass. Okay, good.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
So, what's the story exactly?
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I'm originally from Ostagar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
I just noticed that guy has a British accent. I usually don't talk as much into dialect, but this guy has a British accent, and the dwarves in the game usually have an American accent. And I have also already heard of humans with an American accent, which they aren't supposed to have, because they are supposed to talk a bit like Alistair, with pretty much received pronunciation. Doesn't matter. They were more exact about that in the later games. Why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold.
Isn't that stealing?
To the nobles it is. They believe everything in the Tigers belongs to the house that once dwelled there, even if it's in ruins and they haven't seen it in generations. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Have you heard any rumors?
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Heard any other rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Loghain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that end, then nobody could. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Dinnerham, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Blood isn't all that's important.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
But where do these goods come from, not the deep roads?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lost Tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Let me hear your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Alright, oh lord. The sword here, I'll... Morrigan, how good is your staff exactly? I mean, I can't afford it anyway, so that's moot. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want that. I'm not even certain if I can use poisons on a bow. Do these things even count into the inventory count? Yes, they do. That's evil. Alright. Okay, since I won't be building traps, I'll sell these because, well, let me have Morrigan. Let me have Morrigan. What? Can I only do that in the field? Apparently. Alright then. Doesn't matter. I also believe there was a chest where I could store things, but perhaps I remembered that wrongly. Or perhaps I'll only get it after Warden's Keep, because I think it was part of the Warden's Keep download. Or maybe I'm just plain wrong. Doesn't matter, let's talk to Morrigan.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Didn't she already said she could? Can you teach others to become shape changers?
Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
As you wish. She'll relent
I
eventually.
await your command.
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. I think she won't take kindly to me asking why she's still here, but I'll try. I'll save and try. Because
I await your command.
perhaps it doesn't go as badly as I thought,
We are in
so
camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
let's ask her, why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
I thought we were friends.
Are we? Then why do you ask such a question?
Alright, no. I thought that maybe this doesn't go as badly, but I mean, I already thought it would go badly. To tell you the truth, I'm not getting over the fact that there is nowhere a chest.
Yes,
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Okay, I don't think his
Very well.
dialogue has changed at all.
Speak then.
That's enough for
Then I
now.
suggest we move on.
Let's go.
As you wish.
You are difficult, Sten.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Alright, let's just move on. And you? Let me save before I screw something up here. Is that a chest? No.
At your service.
I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
I'm not asking him that. Because I'll wait. Never mind.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
I don't even know if he would say yes at that point. He might not. Let's just move on inventory wise. I don't have anything to do. And I'm taking Alistair, Stain and
Yes,
Morrigan for the
indeed.
moment. And now we can travel either up here, which I have no idea what it is. We can go to Ban Lorda's Lands. We can go to Salka's Pass. These are downloadable content. What is that even? Let me try that. I probably won't do anything there, but... I haven't any idea what that is up there. There are a few spots on the map that aren't anything else than just stuff. The hell? There's already the Wardens keep downloadable content. Oh, okay. No, we're not doing that. No. No. Because, you know. Alright, I didn't really say anything to him. Yes, you.
Indeed.
Not for good though. Brazilian. Lothering. Oh, yes, we could still go back there, but right now we are not. We are instead going to Redcliffe village. Alright, I had hoped that if I go to Lake Carlenhad before Redcliffe I would get a cutscene, but I didn't get it yet, so I believe
Yes.
that might not go so quickly as I thought. Then maybe I can... Never mind, I'm always the optimist. I thought
Look,
that...
can we talk for a
Damn.
moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's in your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Why tell me then? Why do I need to know?
Because it will probably come up. I didn't want to walk into Redcliffe without you knowing the truth. That would be just awkward. I have no illusions about my status, however. It's always been made very clear that I'm a commoner, and now a Grey Warden, and in no way in line for the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you?
See? I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
Oh, Alistair, you are a beautiful human being. Right. He can be... I mean... You can be quite sassy with him. No, don't go there. I wanted that, not that. Is that a thing? No, that isn't a thing.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Al Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Tegan was Eamon's brother. I thought he was his nephew. Alright, never mind. Loading. Oh.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Your nephew?
I refer to Cailan, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Cailan's mother. Make her rest her soul.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
You want my help? You don't know me.
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
First I have questions.
By all means.
Isn't there a way to get into the castle to get at the source?
The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village.
Why don't you just evacuate the village?
I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead.
What happens after tonight?
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
I've had enough.
Then you will help us?
I'm not sure what will happen if I refuse.
Then I would have to kindly ask you not to get in our way.
Very well, I will help.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
If there is a chance to rescue the Jarl, we have to try.
Perhaps.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't drink
Now
enough
then,
today.
there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
I had a rehearsal today in Vienna, Neles, for the Missa Criolla by, what's his name? Ariel Ramirez.
Let us pray.
Even
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
and
Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
I don't
Shall be
usually
done.
drink enough
Blessed
when I...
art thou who seeks
Don't
his
talk in my
return.
ear with your chant of
Blessed is the
light.
prophetess, his
I shall
daughter,
do it.
sacrificed to the holy flame.
They're gone.
May the chant reach the Maker's ears
Gone on
and
a
tell him
long
of our contrition.
Usually I don't drink enough when I have a
When are the
rehearsal.
bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right. I want to go home.
My time is ringing, but since I have a few minutes or a bit to cut out...
Father. What are we going to do? Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
Alright, that is one of the side quests. Let me see what I've got here anyway. A village under siege is obviously the main quest, and the missing child is one of two side quests.
Coming.
There will be more once
As
the
you
battle
say.
is over. And by the way, we
Is this where
can't...
humans keep all their wisdom? Your behavior makes much more sense to me now.
No, we don't have the men.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
No.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy.
Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Is there anything else? I'll see what I can do. Wait, is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
I want to discuss something else.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
I'll go talk to him then.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Now this Redcliffe part, there will be 3 people who you can have. You can get the blacksmith to help, you can get Dwin to help, and if you do, you have to protect them, or you can try to protect them. Since I don't have a healer, I don't think I'll bother overly much. I don't even know if that is of any consequence, if you manage that without any named NPC dying.
It is begun.
Fire arrows, that's certainly good. I talk to Owen and then I'll end this.
It shall be done.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Open this door or I'll break it.
Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The militia's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
The militia needs your help desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I will rescue your daughter.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you, I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Yes.
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then.
Whoa.
It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
You are difficult people.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there, but it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
It's locked.
Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Good. Most excellent. You two, between Morgan and Stin, I don't know. Ha, you people are really difficult. Right, this was Zavasia, and wait a second.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
I still need to speak to... I'd like to talk about Dwyn, yes.
Yes? What's he up to now?
I'll be back. I need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Quest updated. Alright. Lost in the Castle is another side quest we can get here. And Morrigan. Clearly. Morrigan gets a healing spell. For what it's worth. Alright, no, because really, healing magic is something that's very important in this game, quite powerful, in fact. I'll get a better healer, but right now that'll have to do. This was Salvation, Dragon Age Origins, Buvite.